Welcome back, everyone. Today we're in the Giants editor and I'm Jewel. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I appreciate all the new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. We have tutorial videos on this channel and simulator gameplay. Right now we're working on this map, so hope you enjoy. We're going to go ahead. I'm thinking about deleting this building. It doesn't necessarily. This other one is a raisin factory. This one is part of it on the original, but it doesn't. This is the main one you need with the XML work, and this one is just a building. So I'm going to delete it, but first I'm going to bring a building over that I have highlighted and hit Control B, left mouse click, and I'm considering putting this over here. And then we're going to click on this and get the group. I think that'll be what we need. And I don't think there's any issue with deleting it. If there is, we can put it back. But this one is the XML work. This one is the other little extra piece to it. So we're going to delete this building. And now we have room to do what we need with this. Now this one is going to be moved temporarily out of the way. How about we stick it under the ground? Get out of the way. Alright. Now this one, as you can see now, we'll be able to see back that way. Depending on what we have situated, but when we look we'll be able to see some stuff. But there may be trees or anything around that may block the view. We got to situate all that. We're not quite finished with this little part, but we're going to bring it down to get a building in behind here. I'm not sure what building we're gonna. I mean, this is a nice little building actually. It's part of the other one, the animal trader one. I'm thinking that this will be some kind of I don't know, like an accountant or something. Because it's just a regular old, nothing glamorous building, you know, it's not all fancy or anything. And it would make sense since there's a lawyer's office right there. Or it could be a title place, like, you know, where you sell your car title. Or anything really. We'll see. We'll reserve that for a little bit and think about it. But we're going to grab this level right here. And basically you put it on replace. And then these numbers are going to change when you put it on sculpt mode. And you're going to hover over the area you want the level to be. So we want this level over here to be this level. So we're going to hover over the level we want and hit Control R as in Richard, and then we're going to come to the level we want to be that level, and then we're going to press our left mouse button, and since it's on replace, it's going to replace it. And then when we hit Control R, it puts these numbers in the replace box to tell us the level. Oh, I need to undo that. I don't want to go that close. So we're going to bring it back, and we're not going to go too far just yet. I don't know how many buildings we're going to put here. We shall see. Okay, now we're going to slope. And slope, when I say slope, I'm talking about I'm smoothing. And it's on the right mouse button. And I'll just go across there and smooth it out. Careful not to go out like that. I'm not pressing the button. But if you do, you start smoothing stuff that's far away and you mess up stuff, so be careful. Alrighty. So now we have place to put. We got room back here for sure. Oh, we didn't get far enough. And that just shows you gotta go further. A little bit. should be okay. Enough room to drive around. We've got to fix that, as you can see. So we'll come over here and get that down. Alright, gonna hit slope for a minute. And we may take more, like I say, off of that end over there, but right now we're not, because we're just checking. Okay. We're gonna slope. There we go. Alrighty. Now we're going to come down and bring this down to when you've got this little threshold where it makes sense. Check all your doors. Looks good. Alright. So there we go. We have it. We can pull it forward or backwards if we want. I'm thinking we'll pull it back and then park in the front of it. And they don't need to be doing anything back here because there's nothing, there's no doors, there's nothing, so that's good. So that part's good. We'll put concrete for now. We're gonna put it on the paint mode. It's rain detail texture paint mode. We're gonna hover over where the concrete is and hit Control R. That grabs it. If you don't want to do it that way, roll down in the list, click on texture layer, and go look for what you want. And that's on concrete because we controlled R'd it. Now I'm gonna control R it on this dirt. R as in Richard, control R, and it's gonna change to dirt. I'm gonna go over to the concrete, control R, and it changes to concrete. I'm gonna go to this asphalt, control R, and it's gonna change to that. So you can see every time you hit control R over a certain texture, do it over the grass or wherever, it grabs that for you. Alright, we're gonna come over and bring it out, and this is going to be an area for them to be able to park, and we're going to get underneath there carefully. I may have went too far, we'll see, and we'll see how far I actually go down with it, because if they're parking in the front, if it's some small places don't need a bunch of parking, so you know. So let's go have a look at the back of it and click back on. Click it over, and there we go. We'll see what that does and do inside the building as well, like that. And we may have to take some of this away if it's up the hill too much. Not that they can't make that happen. We could also click back on here, make sure control R over here, and then just knock it down. And then slope again. We're just trying not to get by the road too close, because it's going to have to be able to come down it properly. You can see we got a little bit more here to deal with, so we got to knock that down. And then just slope it again carefully. And as you can see, it's decent, depending on what you want. Alright, for now that's good. We're going to come over here and we'll make it go a little further, but we'll probably end up taking some of that away. Control R, grab that, and grab the grass since we went past it, and then just knock it there. Go ahead and hit save so we don't lose anything, and consider what we're going to put next to it, if anything. Alright. Are we going to put anything else? Let me see, excuse me. We will have to fix this. This isn't right. We got to fix that. So we need to go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and We should be able to grab there and fix it. It should be coming up, right? Must have accidentally done that, moving around with stuff. When you overshoot, you kind of accidentally do things like that. When you're smoothing or moving things, it's just what you do. Alright, for now that's good. Okay, so if we come out of here, that's what we would see. So we have room for another building. But what? So if that's a title place or an accountant, or we could put another one and put an accountant. So it's just hard to say. We got a little barber shop down here that matches that other building. That'll have to be moved later. But as you can see, you can peek in. So, this is also an option you could put there if you like. Just this piece of the building, but I already have that one, and I have one over here, and then I have one over there. So I think that's good enough. We pretty well have all these main ones been used, multiple times. So I'm trying to be careful what I pick. This is also, if you've seen the last 2 episodes or so, I did a pizza place here and the other pizza place here where they're not selling points, but just for scenery. And this was a place that they wrote no pizza on, as you can see, because they were making it just a regular restaurant or whatever. But it's funny that all these 3 pizza places, so-called, ended up together. We'll probably change the name of that if we leave one of them a pizza place. We might make this a burger place or some sort. Whatever. I may make something in Blender, I may not, I don't know. And this may not be painted like that and the fence will change, but that's interesting. So one of these is a pizza place. We may change the other to some other type of restaurant. We could call it a seafood restaurant or whatever we decide, and then change that to like a burger place or something. So we'll probably leave this one as a pizzeria, and then we'll change this one probably and call it something else, but we'll see. But as you can see, you come down the road past the pizza place. These are all those things on those other episodes I showed you. Lawyers over there. And then there's a title max, but we won't call it that, or something of that, a title place. Or an accountant. Or if we can find another building, we'll put an accountant here. But we gotta find a better building. Let me see, because it's got to be small, and we really don't have a whole lot of small buildings left. This is a restaurant. Let me look at that building real quick, though. Yeah, it's kind of pathetic. I mean, the building's nice, but I don't know. I don't think they're going to let me take away some of it that I want. Let me duplicate it and just see what they'll let me take away. But most of the time they don't. Some of them they do. They let you interchange it, but they should have done that with all of them. I don't know what they was thinking. So, what in the world? I must have that there. I never did fix those. I thought it moved with it, and I'm like, wait, what did you do that for? Okay, let's open this up so we can see what we're actually gonna grab. See, and it goes down. It doesn't let you separate it. Yeah. Because it's in this form. Now, it'll let you get rid of the branding, the hats, and all that stuff. the decals, the curtains, garage doors, windows, which don't make sense. This is the winter part. If they would have let me change this front and leave the rest, I would have liked to have done that and take that one off, but they didn't. We'll look through this one, but I don't think it's gonna let me. Branding, garage doors, windows. Nope. It's not. Let's open this and just double check. Oh. Nope, nope, nope. Just opening it so we can look. Nope. See, they won't let me. So we're not going to do that. We're just going to delete it. Going back up and click on it and delete it. But it'd be nice if they would, because that would have been a nice one. Let me see what we have. See, we already used all that. That's a supermarket. We already used them buildings several times, and that's a big building, so we don't want it. We already used that. We got another one that's the dentist office right behind there, so we don't want to use that. Let me think. What if we use the spinnery and get rid of the sell point? It's pretty big though, ain't it? I think it's gonna be too big. Let's just duplicate it and see. Alright, Control D, duplicate. D as in dog. Alright, so now let's just bring it over there first before we go messing with it, so we can see. It might be too big. Control B as in boy, left mouse click, left mouse click. It's pretty big, I ain't gonna lie. Huh. If we can knock this building off, that'll help. So let's click on it. Yeah, they're not gonna let us. I don't think. No. There's no way they're gonna let us. But see, that would have been perfect, because then we would have been able to do that. Yeah, they made sure you couldn't do it. If they let me take that off, that would have been perfect. Well, let's just look at it without it being took off and see. See, it's gonna be way back here. I mean, even if we turn the building, we can take away the spinnery stuff. It's still pretty big. Let me see. Let's take away the ground. Let's see what it's gonna do. Okay, we're gonna bring it down. Get over there and look. Bring it on down to the concrete. Interesting. We're gonna get rid of the cell station when we do it, like fully. Definitely have room. Okay. We're gonna bring this on over some. Bring that around. Clean all this up out of the middle. Clean that up. Smooth it. Alrighty, let's go look. Plenty of room to get around. So when they come down, what would we put this as? This almost looks like a church too. If this would have been more surrounding the backside here. Well, first we're going to get rid of the selling station. It doesn't need, shouldn't need any of that. Let's delete that, and that. That should be good for now. Alright, let's look. What are we gonna make it? I mean, what would this be? Once we take away the spinnery part. We can make this come on down to that level too. We don't have to. We can make it be the parking lot or whatever. Okay. Let's make sure we didn't take too much away up here. Nope. And we'll get right here and smooth this down a little bit. Right here. I think that's decent. Alright. So, we gotta move the, let me see, we gotta go under here and get rid of the decals. You could just get rid of the logo and logo decal. It says there must be another one up here, and the rest is okay. It's just called grunge and the dirtiness. Okay, I'm trying to decide if I want to turn it around or not. Let's see what we got here. What does it look like if I turn it this away? So it's too close. This ought to be real close then. Interesting. Interesting. See, that wouldn't make sense to me. I mean, that would look right. It just feels like this part is gonna be. What if we bring it over? This is the parking lot. This will be the front. And now we can move this back some. Take away this. Just a little bit. To give us enough room to feel like this here can move back without being in an awkward spot. That's much better. And then that'll be the parking area. Yep. Might move it over a hair. Let's just see. That looks fine. Okay, what's it look like up here? So if you came in here, that'd be fine. We could even bring it to where it comes out right here. We gotta situate that. I may be grabbing the wrong level. If it is, we'll fix it. Can't really tell. I think it's okay though. So then they could cut through if they had to. Alright. I mean, it's on the corner, but it really don't matter, 'cause that'll be the parking spot. Okay. Let's paint it. I'm gonna paint it. Let me think about that one. I might paint it this stuff. I don't know. For now, we'll paint it this. We probably change. A lot of this is gonna get changed later because I haven't decided yet. So bear with me on some of that. Some of that may change. But for now, we'll see how it grows on me, if it does or not. And we're just gonna, we'll move whatever we gotta move if we went too far. You know. Let's get on over here and see. I think it matches the building nicely. So that part I like. Alright, let's get back here. Click on the right thing. There we go. Okay, that's going up the hill, so grab this. We'll get it stopped. We'll stop it about right here. And then smooth it. Knock it this away a little. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. And there we go. Now let's have a look. That's okay. Decent. Now we'll get that off of there. It's too much. Turn it on to here. Take it off of this corner. Okay. We'll have to paint a little more this way, I guess. But not much. We'll do more on painting later. I don't think we need to do much more. Pretty close to where we should be. And we may not even go that far. We actually might have room for another building, to be quite honest. A little one. So I'm not sure what this will be though. We could make it the accountant office, but I don't know. I feel like it's so big. We may put something else there. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Let's take this back a little further because it feels like there's a hook on this corner here. And I want to get it down. And then smooth it. And then grab this. And grab that. And just take this right along here. And do that. I don't know. We definitely have an accountant office and maybe if that's a lawyer, what should that be? That's a chiropractor. Paint shop, balloon shop. That could be a title place. What about a car lot? Car salesman. Yeah. And they got the garage in the back for fixing them before they sell them. Yeah, we'll do that. This is a car salesman. Car lot. And then we can take this and paint it all the way over now because they need a bunch of room for the cars. There we go. And it makes sense being next to the title place because once you buy the car you can't afford, you, you go you go to the title place with that said car. Alright. There we go. Alright, we got a car dealer and a title place where you go and put your vehicle here and yeah, take on a big payment. So there we go. And we may change that. Like I said, it may not be that. But anyway, I think that's gonna do it. We have two wonderful places here. So let's click off of there. Got all them lights. Alrighty. Well, we're gonna call that an episode here. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, turn on your notification bell if you want to receive a notification every time I post a video. Goodbye, everybody.